Captain Yuri Watanabe, situation report. Felicia Hardy, aka the Black Cat, is missing. Presumed dead. You need to stay the hell out of my way. But we may have just gotten lucky. The Maggia have Hammerhead pinned in the old Harlem sanitarium. If we can keep his men distracted, a small team may be able to infiltrate the building and take him alive. We've got one shot at this. We have to make it count. I'll let it slide. This time. Now get back on the ready line. He knew exactly what he was doing. He went straight for the cases marked Project Olympus. It's an all-out gang war, and New York is caught in the middle. Hands behind your head! That's not regulation, Lieutenant. Let's do this! Ready when you are. Now Hammerhead is out for blood. Blackmail no longer an option. He's gone to the mattresses, hoping to eliminate the other Maggia Dons by force. No, but he has it now. Last time we met, you said something about fear. Hardy betrayed Hammerhead. Using appropriated Sable weaponry, he retaliated. Aggressively. You can move, or I can arrest you. We're in. We've impounded as much of Sable's equipment as we can, but it may not be enough. Drop the gun! I know. To do this, he's continued to appropriate the heavy arms Sable left when they pulled up stake. To teach a lesson in fear. Both Hardy and the blackmail material were lost in his attack. Do it! Now! We're in. How do you feel now? She had partnered with Maggia Don Hammerhead to blackmail the other family's leadership. They got away, Spider-Man. Criminals don't wait up on you. You break it, you buy it. Release him! He works with us! No ball this year anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp's surveillance tech. I tolerate you. Yeah. It was. Let's go. You scared a couple of them, but the rest got away. Issuing an APB to track them down. Sable's handling it. You have that effect on a lot of people. Do your thing. They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline. We have to hurry. Hop on. Alert canceled. They got away. Crime waits for no Spider-Man. I called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled and we have no idea how to fix it. I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is. If he makes it out of that building, we're gonna lose him. Maybe. I'll figure it out later. Right now, we need to get the towers back online. Fast. Good work, Spider-Man. Did you learn anything about his motive? This is Silver Sable, head of Sable International, a private security force. Paid for by Mayor Osborn. Looks like they got away. I'm issuing an APB. If they reappear, the system will alert you. Get more backup, and lock down the airspace. This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force. Paid for by Mayor Osborn. That I need a break from their crap. You got a black and white suit? There he is! Do I have a choice? Sure, take a bite out of crime, Spider-Man. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks. It was. Until an hour ago. Whole system went down. Citywide. Every tower. They got away, Spider-Man. There's no partial credit in police work. Solid tower coverage up and running. Time to put those towers to use and stop some crimes. I know you're busy, Spider-Man, but I wish you wouldn't leave a job half done like that. Go. We'll talk later. Good job with the towers. Now you're ready to fight some crime. I'm slipping! Dog guy?
Prep the first responders. Make sure the ER's clear and knows we're bringing in... knows what we're bringing in. Listen up. We can't let Hammerhead continue to arm himself, and those burrowing tanks will tear apart our lockup. I'm spreading the remaining Sable gear throughout the city. Give him multiple targets. Force him to thin his men out. Yeah. All right. Call me when you have eyes on Hammerhead. We're ending this. You told me you would take care of this. You told me not to worry. Today was... hard. Okay, just... don't let me down. Those families need to know their loss was worth something. So do I. Keep your eyes open for any Hammerhead activity in the city, and be advised you are authorized to use deadly force. Anyone looking to move on Hammerhead, wait for my orders and bring armed support. Over. Available units. Repeat, all available units. Let's move! Let's move! It was a trap. It was all a setup. It would be if someone would stop interrupting my stealth mission. You know the worst thing? When I spoke to the families, they weren't even mad. Tears. Shock. Silence. But no one screamed at me. No one got mad. If I were them, I'd have torn me a new one. No more breaks. No more time off. I'm on this now. I'll call you when I've got a plan. Don't do that. Protect the transports. We'll have multiple runs in transit at once. Be ready to back up any that get into trouble. Spider-Man, how's the hunt? Once the gear's relocated, we'll focus on Hammerhead. Stay sharp. Lives are on the line. And he died anyway. That would be good. I need to call my men's families. Let them know what happened. But don't leave me out of the loop. You learn anything, let me know. Spider-Man, that's great. Are you sure? We can't afford to lose any more ground. No, not stop. We're gonna nail him to the wall. What? Are you serious? That feels like taking a break. Like I'm ignoring the problem. Get down on the ground! Get down! Confirm target elimination. Nice work. Just moving downstairs. We're good. Tired. Just finished calling my men's families. It was hard. Good, but hard. You know what I'm doing the rest of the day? Calling the families of the men who died. Those calls shatter people. They destroy them. The only thing that softens the blow is knowing the psychos responsible are locked up. And I couldn't even make that happen. Hammerhead was keeping you away and we fell for it. Get back, now! Of course it was. I gave the order. That's how it works. I wouldn't expect a guy in a mask to get that. Didn't care enough to plan better. Didn't care enough to put a bullet in that bastard when I had the chance. Report any Hammerhead activity to me. Repeat, do not engage. Wait for my arrival. I'll handle this personally. Watanabe out. Spider-Man, it was a trap. Hammerhead's here, we can't... Fine, I just need a chance to catch my breath. Clear! Stand by. We're not best buds. A lead? You sound like a cop. Okay, we'll put him at the top of our list. Keep me informed. No idea. Let me send an officer to meet you there. His name's Jefferson Davis. That's his beat. He's a good cop. Been working the Fisk case for years. If anyone knows what's going on at that shipyard, it's him. I wouldn't do that. Silver Sable made it clear you are not welcome. Hang in there. We'll get this under control soon. You know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by the book. Thanks. I'll send some buses to take those guys back to their cells. And please don't call me Milady ever again. Spider-Man, officers need assistance. My guys are swamped. Can you get there? Electro's Frank's cell gates faster than I can lock them down. Let's just say if they ever found out how much info I feed you, a cell in Rikers would be the least of my problems. Not good. So you know this guy named Otto Octavius released Devil's Breath in Times Square, right? You've been quiet? What's up? Spider-Man, I checked and that station's not logging in their prisoners. Probably because they're abusing their power. If you can get those people out, they won't be recaptured. Should be okay. It's a Supermax facility. Better security and a separate power grid. Spider-Man, I'm getting reports of shots fired. You mean asset seizure? That's for drug dealers, mobsters, demon gang? Sounds like a Daily Bugle headline. Not yet. We just picked up chatter. They're wiping all their data servers. We need that evidence if we want to put him away for good. I am serious. Spider-Man, we have a report of a police supply truck attacked near you. If it was these guys, they've got our guns. If they're hostages, we can't risk going any further. Looking at the security footage, the guard was in some kind of trance. And it might have been the lighting, but it looked like his eyes were glowing. I'll do my best. The raft is secure, but I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status? Good news. A Rikers escapee we picked up says they've stopped establishing bases. Not sure I'd call it news. Affirmative. What happened here? Spider-Man, one of our prisoner transport vans is under assault. We can't get back up there in time. Hey, you gonna finish that? Thanks. Especially for recovering our guns. I'll increase security on transports from now on. Still contained, thank God. It's on a separate power grid. Spider-Man, I've got a tricky situation. I've been getting disturbing reports about some of the Sable agents. Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again. He had help, but I can't see who. All I see is that some kind of metal object bored through the exterior wall, then peeled it open like a tin can. And that's that. Every crime tower in the city's now repaired. Nice. I still see a few more out in the yard. So did I. I'll let you know if I find out any more information. Spider-Man, I found some footage of Electro's escape. Heads up, Rhino is moving on the Oscorp Relief Center in Harlem. That's one down. Now take out the rest of them. Great job. If they'd gotten into a residential building, they'd have done a lot of damage. All those cats you found? When they were all together in the evidence room, they linked up, boosted their signal, and deactivated the alarms. No one even saw her sneak in. Those rockets are doing too much damage. Stop them. Supposedly. Just her old costume and gear. Spider-Man, it's Yuri. Good. Electro and the demons are boxing my men in. The setup is complicated. You'll understand when you get there. Probably so we can force them to make more Devil's Breath. Are they armed? You. They decided the bases make them too easy to find. They've gone back on the run. Smaller groups. I heard. We're looking for Lee right now. Guy at a coffee shop caught footage of him entering a car. Black sedan. Nice work. Tower's back online. We should receive reports of any criminal activity in the immediate area now. Spider-Man, be careful. We ID'd some of those guys you're up against, and they're killers. Spider-Man, I think I figured out how Fisk's men are keeping his rackets running. Construction sites. You're not giving me much to work with here. Good. And I finally convinced the mayor's office that making constituents homeless was not good for his poll numbers, so they won't be pulling that stunt again. Good work. We'll make sure he stays behind bars this time. Works to our advantage. They're clumped together, but not so many they can't be dealt with. That's great. Now hold on. No, a 3-block perimeter. Sorry, what's next, right? Yes. Really 3. Okay, so, what was I saying? Let me get back to you. By the way, how much of a mess did you make inside that bank? You really want to help? Head to Times Square. Sounds like his guys are trying to keep my backup from reaching the scene. Take him out! Hurry! Every little bit helps. I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own. Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment. But what? Hit me. Already regretting this. Spider-Man, I've got officers pinned down. We're swamped. Can you get there? That's all of them. Every tower in the city's now up and running. Dylan's frying cell gates faster than I can lock them down. Nothing. This needs to go by the book. You know his lawyers. Get to my spotlight. They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages. The mayor told Silver Sable to do whatever it takes to find Lee and Octavius. So she's just rounding people up indiscriminately, holding them captive in bases around the city. I've even heard rumors of enhanced interrogation tactics. No wonder Lee's after it.
Why? What happens when he touches you?
You have to clear out those rocket launchers. Shocker being shocker, he'll hit another target soon. I'll let you know if I hear anything. Get me some solid evidence and we'll talk. Honestly, 50-50 chance. Spider-Man, that site's taken delivery of enough concrete to build 2 skyscrapers. Spider-Man, what's your status? Thanks. That'll really ease the pressure on local emergency services. Keep it up. Try to make some noise. If someone calls in a disturbance, I can send cars. Who knows? But I'm not ready to give up yet. Street's closed for another month. Why? Captain Watanabe, leave a message. Hey, I'm on site, outside the parking garage. Where are you? Yes and no. Sable says they have him under protection at a safe house somewhere in the city, but they won't tell me where. What are they doing? Great, I'll let my men know to expect you. No, I told you I can't start a manhunt based on a hunch from Spider-Man. We shut it down, we'll really put the squeeze on him. I'm working on a warrant. I'm okay, but I'm losing power. And he's hitting us with everything he's got. Spider-Man, I just heard Sable's issuing an internal bounty on you. Huge bonus for any agent that brings you down. We think he got wind of it a couple hours ago, so we're moving fast. Spider-Man, I found security footage of Electro's escape from his cell. It looks like something bored through the exterior wall, then peeled it open like a tin can. That narrows it down enough. I'll take it from here and let you know when we find him. Where are you going? I don't know. Feels like the end of the world. Maybe it is. That's my fear. If they're out there, still corrupted, will do. And thanks. You've given us a fighting chance. Thanks. No way we could have taken them without collateral damage. I hope the locals appreciate you. Spider-Man, it's Yuri. I need some help at the precinct when you get a chance. No, this is new. They're getting bolder. Banding together and taking over entire city blocks. Thanks. Seeing an assault nearby now. It was a coordinated attack. Must have been planned from the outside. Every cell block is breached. We're minutes away from every prisoner and Rikers walking right up 5th Avenue. Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st. Camera system's almost up. I'll give you a sit rep soon. And Wilson Fisk's problems just keep adding up. Nice going. Thanks. Sorry. Thanks. How can it be this hard? 1, 2, 3. I saw it. Fisk could have the whole place wired. I'm sitting in a bomb unit. Don't worry, we'll find him. I'll keep you posted. Sounds destructive. What is it? Hold on a sec. Let me guess. Shocker got away? Let me see. Patrol reported a bunch of activity at one of his shipyards in Portside. The hard part was keeping you hidden from Sable. They've branded you a priority target, you know. Oh, they love it. We got him, but we can only put out one fire at a time. Aw, that's kinda sweet. Spider-Man, I've got officers taking fire in your area. Not sure yet. All we know is that someone or something took out Riker's power systems. We're minutes away from prisoners walking up Fifth Avenue. Sounds like a plan. No, we've got nothing. Our choppers are taking fire. Looks like Fisk has armed men on every floor. What's your status? Okay, be straight with me. If this devil's breath gets loose in the city, what's our worst case scenario? Lost you for a second there. You okay? Good job. Fisk thinks he can run things from inside, but he's gonna find out why long-distance relationships don't work out. Pretty good, yeah. Okay, I'll try to get more info from Sable herself. This is Captain Watanabe. Where are you? Would you look at that? Half the crime tower's back up already. The law says people are allowed to bring pets, even in a mandatory evacuation. I guess Sable just doesn't want to deal with it. Believe me, I'm working on it. My men are sheltering civilians at the Upper West Side precinct, but Rhino and a group of escaped convicts are laying siege to the building. He was. But one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back. Great. I've got an APB out on a truck that left the Fisk site. Consolidated shipping. We'll see if we can't clean up the last of the demons today. All those gold cat things you found? When they were all together in the evidence room, they linked up, boosted their signal, and deactivated the alarms. No one even saw her sneak in. Watch yourself. Since the City Hall incident, you weren't exactly the most popular person at the department. Will do. No, it's one of his legitimate businesses. Multiple investors. We can't act without cause, including Martin Lee. That makes 5 supervillains that have escaped, which just makes them criminals. Treat them like it. Great. If you can manage that, they'll take care of the demons on the ground. Okay, that I can get something done about, but I need victims to come forward. Speaking of messes, how bad is it inside that bank? Spider-Man, we think we found Lee's car, parking lot, corner of Canal and Hudson. Are you narrating yourself? Fine. Right back to complaining about not having grandchildren. Okay, we'll check his office. If the evidence stands up, I'll put out an APB. Okay, looks like things are somewhat under control. Not Riker's. He's in the raft. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Taking fire! Hold tight, we'll get to you as soon as we can. Which means the streets are filled with a bunch of people. Wow. Gotta give her credit. She played you good. You have to get to him. Fast. Will you please check it out? Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies. No, nothing. Forensics can't even do a sweep of Times Square. Everyone in that department but the intern is sick. Spider-Man, I confirmed your suspicions. People displaced from the residences are staying in shelters or on the street. What do you see? We need to talk. Not over the phone. We're trying. So did I. They're supposed to let them off with a warning unless they're committing some other crime. Why am I not surprised? I'll call it in. Great. That's one more revenue stream Wilson Fisk can't use to pay his lawyers. Get off that truck. The bomb squad is setting up a special barricade. Over here, where I'm shining the light. Spider-Man, we've got reports of multiple missing ESU students. Just there for show? Spider-Man, can you get to that rooftop? We're doing our best. That's why I'm hoping you can keep an eye on the locations. Tell me if you see anything suspicious. Officially, I can't condone that. Unofficially? Thanks. Did you get the leader of the gang? It means some of the inmates are armed with rocket launchers. And someone finally reported shots fired, so I've got officers inbound. Good work. Spider-Man, the raft MVPs are back on the grid, laying siege to our police precincts. My men need your help. Now. Get to a vantage point in Midtown and I'll explain. I'm getting reports of a helicopter with a wrecking ball? Copy that. More units coming your way. Good. I don't know what this city would do without you. What's your next move? I talked to some contacts at City Hall. Got the mandatory evacuation lifted for that neighborhood. They no longer have an excuse. We've picked up chatter on some of the captured demons' phones. Multiple mentions of the Fisk construction site in Midtown. We're working on warrants, but that'll take a while. And if something's going down right now, the real criminals they turn over to us. The people they hold on site haven't done anything they can make a case over. Okay. That helicopter is destroying the city. Good. And Sable International swears they're going to prosecute that squad. I'll believe it when I see it. Where? All right. You did it. Lee's off to the raft. The devil's breath is safe with Sable. How do you feel? I don't have the authority. Not you. For a job this tough, we need Spider Cop. No. Half our force is out sick, and we don't have time to search for suspects. We're too busy trying to prevent a citywide riot. We just had a tower come back online. Was that you? Yep. The truck with those plates was reported stolen. We found it torched. Didn't have evidence for a warrant to dig deeper. Whatever you did, any chance you could do it to the other towers? Spider-Man, my people are taking fire! Got it. I'll get those campaign offices evacuated. But if you're wrong about this, you're gonna help me find a new job. Great way to win hearts and minds. Can you get them out? Spider-Man, turns out we've busted 4 illegal firearms dealers within a 3-block radius of that site. The mayor's called me 3 times, screaming at me to let these Sable agents in there. These Sable agents are itching to get in there. None. He had every one of them working overtime to bring in money. It's Lee. He's stolen some type of biotoxin from a nearby lab. Really nasty stuff. Sending location now. Spider-Man, I checked the evidence room. Black Cat's suit and gear are still locked up tight. Good job. I'm hit! Hey, sorry about that Sable thing. I should have told you earlier, but it all happened so fast. Something tells me they won't be as easy. They're only half our problem, though. Devil's Breath cases are getting worse, and Oscorp is being coy about an anti-serum. I'm worried they're seeing dollar signs in a seller's market. If you stop Electro before he releases the others, we might be able to prevent this from becoming even worse. If you think I'm your best bud, I feel sad for you. Spider-Man, status. Well, you've got a red suit, so you're close enough to Santa Claus for me. Thanks. You ask, you receive. Can you swing by the Sable base in Central Park? Let me finish. We have a partial plate. And one of my patrol guys just found a matching plate. Black sedan in a parking lot near Canal and Hudson. Exactly. Nice going. That needs to stay off the streets, by any means necessary. Fine, but make it quick. That'll teach you to piss off international mercenaries. Mayor Osborn says it's warranted since there are so many criminals out in the city. Problem is, there's no due process. I'm worried they're just locking up a bunch of innocent people. These days, it's called amplified interrogation. What do you need from me? I don't believe that anymore. I did everything I knew how to do, gave all I had, and things just got worse. It's over. I'm going to my mom's. She's got it too. She's a widow, and no one should be alone when... Heads up. Just got word that Fisk's remaining men are holed up in bases throughout the city. Locations are sketchy, but as you bring more surveillance towers online, we should get a fix. Keep your eyes open. There's an officer calling for help up there. No, we're at Fisk Tower, but still waiting on the warrant. Brewing gang war? Well, Martin Lee escaped from the raft, along with every single criminal you've put away over the last 8 years. Shouldn't have asked. Spider-Man, from what I can tell, factions that existed within Rikers have stayed together now that they're out. The guy who runs the homeless shelters? Spider-Man, you've been quiet lately. Who? Spider-Man, the Black Cat just robbed the police department's evidence lockup. Okay, don't make it weird. Spider-Man, I did some research. All the people they're holding did is protest Sable's heavy-handed tactics. What do you got? Do it. If those barricades fall, the people inside are done for. You holding up okay? Will do. And thanks, you've given us a fighting chance. Seriously? Why is Oscorp working on that in the city and not Siberia or something? Sounds destructive. We've had calls from people who are afraid to leave their buildings. Sable still won't tell me where they're hiding Michaels. Technically, that's confidential police data. I'll send a unit. Okay, now's your chance. Get to Times Square. Fisk's men are trying to keep my guys from getting to the scene. And we're done. Talk to you later, Spider Cop. The Devil's Breath is gone, but we got even bigger problems. Spider-Man, that crew scared off the locals. I checked in with nearby shelters. They're full to bursting. Shocker's no cupcake. I think so. Why? Is she back at it? I'll take it. Good luck. Spider-Man, that Sable unit's gone rogue before. Sable International's got their hands too full to do anything about it, but they don't care if we do. Make it quick. What was the meeting with Fisk's men about? You got this? Gotta go. Spider-Man, good news. The mayor finally cracked the whip on Sable International. No more locking up New Yorkers without due process of law. And here I thought I was the only special lady in your life. All right, I'm trusting you with this. Don't let me down. I've got reports of shots fired at ESU. What? Spider-Man, it's Yuri. Hey, can you talk? Good work. We have a special cell waiting for him at the raft. We'll make sure he stays behind bars this time. Great work. I'll ask the mayor's office to remind Sable about the curfew protocol so this doesn't happen again. I'll send a team. But with all that's going on, it might take a while to get enough of my people together. Are you crazy? There's no time for that. The apocalypse didn't happen, which means we've got a city full of loose ends to clean up. You okay? Find the inmates with rocket launchers and take them out. Please be going where I think you're going. I'll get units on watch. We'll know when he makes his move. How are you holding up? Yeah, well, guess it didn't take. Just 2 left. I always suspected, but could never figure out who. The philanthropist? I'm getting reports of a helicopter with a wrecking ball. Spider-Man, my sources say they're running exotic weapons out of that location. Explosives, rocket launchers. Okay, give me the how. Can you swing by the precinct? Got an issue that could benefit from your unique skill set. No, nothing. Forensics is still working on a full sweep of Times Square. Our gear just wasn't built for this kind of chemical analysis. Anyway, Sable has the mayor's ear and unchecked authority. We've searched that address you gave me, found plenty of evidence of a bomb plot, but nothing that leads back to Martin Lee. Hey, so I looked into reports of demons. Not much. Heroics for you means paperwork for me. But I just wanted to say, good job. Looks like there's a few more on the helipad. Spider-Man, don't worry about interference. The agents from that base haven't exactly endeared themselves to the local cops. I think that's all of them. Good. Back to work, my dear Spider-Man. Just got a call about a suspicious-looking box on a rooftop in Hell's Kitchen. I could call in the bomb squad, but if it's just some kid's science project... He's not gonna go down easy! Take him down, now. Copy that. We'll keep an eye out. Wait. I just got a report of a helicopter going down in that area. Hurry. Eye in the sky says the truck's headed toward Wall Street, and the market just closed. Just a couple more. Spider-Man, I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees tried to break into their buildings. Last thing we need right now is a massive shootout on a residential street. Is this something you can handle quietly? He's in the raft. I'd send officers your way, but I don't have any. Damn right. I'm not exactly the tourist type. But once we've rounded up the rest of Lee's people, maybe I will. No planes, no suitcases, just uninterrupted sleep. That would be Rhino's handiwork. Hurry, the building won't survive much more structural damage. Could this get any worse? Just got a call from the hospital. They said you went AWOL? Over here, hurry! Did you get the demon's leader? Okay, more bad news. Demons have fortified warehouses throughout the city. Use the surveillance towers to locate them. We need to get this situation under control yesterday. Oh, thank God. I need a drink. That's good enough to start. I assume you're going after Scorpion? Spider-Man. Every worker assigned to that site reported winning big in Atlantic City recently. Spider-Man, who is this Dr. Michaels? Follow my spotlight, including Martin Lee. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose. Rhino's assaulting the Upper West Precinct. Electro's at the Upper East. We need you to turn the tide. Head to either. They're both equally screwed. That's my theory. We'll need probable cause to get on site to confirm it. What's your status? Have you apprehended Lee? There's a cure? Oh, thank God. How quickly can we get it to people? Wish I could ask him, but he's dead. Whoever made him release Shocker didn't want any loose ends. We're about to go in! Roger that. Okay, I got the security cameras back online. Why do I get the feeling that's what he was planning all along? What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that Spider-Man, we need you over here. Captain Watanabe, get to the Upper West Side. We're trying to shelter civilians, but Rhino isn't making it easy. Maybe he's not working alone. What if whoever cut the power at Rikers did it as a distraction? What am I going to find? Captain Watanabe? That you can see. They're keeping it under wraps. I'm busy. What's up? I hope this is good news. Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing. Fisk has more construction sites throughout the city. Betting their fronts, too. Spider-Man, I just checked. There's been a rash of counterfeit bills in that neighborhood. Hell with that. The city needs us working together, now more than ever. Screw Sable. It's business as usual. Spider-Man, it's Yuri. We need to talk. Stop by the precinct ASAP. Spider-Man, I've got officers in your area that need help, fast. You're on your own. Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip. Sorry you had to see that. Right. Whatever the hell that is. They've been pretty busy tonight, hitting a lot of Fisk properties. Hey, do you have time to check something out for me? We have footage from a guy at a coffee shop. Looks like he hopped into a black sedan after the crash. I hate that Sable's violating constitutional rights, but right now, I'll settle for keeping innocent people out of lockup. Thanks. Copy that. Work faster. I want these people out of my city. You made it weird. Let's go. We've got work to do. Great. I've got units nearby. From what I hear, it ranges from illegal searches to unlawful arrest and torture. Agreed. Damn it. They got into the armory. The doctors said you still have 14 broken bones. Keep an eye out and report in if you see anything suspicious. We'll get through this. Keep the faith. Good. They need your help. Electro and the demons have my men trapped inside the precinct building. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city. The latest is that there is no latest. I'm spending all my time just trying to keep this city from going post-apocalyptic. Probably. Got time to help out? Whoa! Looks like some sort of electrical malfunction. Nice work. Things are hard enough in this city without it turning into a giant prison yard. I get the sense all they care about is keeping him quiet. Hey, what's your status? They're stealing a chopper! Even if you manage that, they'll still need your help with the demons. Where? When? Like, how bad? Why did I even ask? Great. My men are tracking the supervillains. I'll update you when we make progress. For now, do your best to stabilize the city. Good. There's gangs of escaped prisoners banding together and taking over entire city blocks. Looting, strong-arming local residents, you name it. Think I know which one he's hitting next. Reports of a possible earthquake and/or demolition derby at the Harlem Center. I'm sick. Everyone is now. My guys all went home to be with their families. I didn't see any reason to stop them. I saw. Also noticed a rooftop in Times Square exploded. Wouldn't happen to be related, would it? Spider-Man, I made it to the main control room. Looks like Electro's going after generators, releasing inmates. We're trying to locate him, but all the cameras are fried. Where are you? Those aren't our men. Spider-Man, I can't raise the bomb squad. Please, no. No, 2 of his flunkies. Still searching for the doctor. I have to be honest. That one scares me. Might be the smartest supervillain I've ever encountered. What have I done? We think he got wind of it a couple hours ago, so we're moving fast. Still waiting on the warrant. Just need to secure one last piece of evidence. Are you sure? We've had a lot of false leads in the past week. Still there? Got a robbery a few blocks away. I don't want to know how you know that. It's complicated. You'll see when you get there. Hey, silent alarm at the auction house holding Fisk's estate sale just tripped. Could you check it out? Quietly? I don't want to make a scene if it's nothing. Copy that. Sending units your way. Keep the situation from getting worse in the meantime. Maybe you could superhero a little faster? It gets worse. I just heard Sable teams are grabbing civilians for minor infractions and locking them up in those bases they've set up. If the department gets involved, it's a political quagmire. We'll get through this. Keep the faith. And then Electro would free the others. Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it? Good work. Just a few left. I hear you. I'll let you know if anything else pops up. Try to keep it that way. I made it to the control room. Electro's just ahead of you, hitting every cell block, letting everyone out. I just had a patrol car call. They tried to step in, but there were too many, and we don't have the manpower for reinforcements. Well, not quite. I hear rank-and-file Sable agents blame you for stopping the gravy train. They'll be gunning for you even harder now, and no one's going to stop them. Make it quick. I'm busy getting yelled at by my boss. That's all of them. Nice work. Did you get the weirdo's name? You need to bring it down. Spider-Man, we've got a problem with the escaped prisoners from Rikers. These guys came from Rikers. Be careful. Thanks for that. Now I'm seeing an assault near you. I'll try. Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. Their MO's been, once they get established, they raid nearby businesses and homes for supplies. Good one. Only one more rocket left.